I really, really relied on. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about some of the intangible things that I'm thankful for. So things that I can't touch. This video is kind of inspired by Matthew Hussey's latest. If you don't know who he is a relationship expert. He's been on TV shows and he has a YouTube channel. I'll link him down below if you are interested. So he's somebody that makes relationship advice really relatable and doesn't take it too seriously, and he understands that we're all struggling with it. And so it's nice to have somebody, at least for me, that's my age, that knows what he's talking about. His video prompted 5 things that I wanted to reflect on and just, talk to you guys about, and maybe this will inspire you guys to start thinking about some intangible things that you can be thankful for, especially during the holidays. The first one is continuing my faith, and I finally made my testimony video. Became brave enough to make my testimony video about how I continued my walk with God. I will link that video right here if you're interested in seeing that. And I talked about this in that video, and I'm so thankful for the relationship that I have with God now, and how it's changed pretty much every single aspect of my life. And the feelings that brings up is just indescribable. If you can relate, if you're somebody who has recently or kind of recently continued your walk with God, or realize that you want to start a relationship with God, you know how amazing that feels. The next thing I'm really thankful for is my creative mind, and this is something that has really evolved through the years. When I was a kid, I've always been really into telling stories, and I remember back in 1st grade, one of my favorite teachers ever, one of our homework assignments was she'd give us a sentence and we'd have to draw a picture that correlated with that sentence. And I remember being super excited to do that homework assignment every single time it came around. And as a teenager, was bullied a lot and didn't really have many friends, and, had a lot of drama in my life. And I really, really relied on my imagination to get me through the tough times, and it really did. And now as an adult, my creative mind helps me in a lot of ways. It helps me just continue writing. Actually, I've been writing this screenplay. It's evolved. It's really interesting because it's evolved through the years, and it helps me in business because I am an aspiring, budding entrepreneur, and it helps me think of really cool and unique ways to set my business apart from everybody else's. Is my positive attitude, and this kind of relates back to continuing my faith and how I would always used to look at life as the glass half empty. And I still have my days where I just having a bad day and just don't see the point in a lot of things, but I would say I predominantly see the positives in my life as opposed to all the negatives. There's a woman that I follow here on YouTube. Her name's Raina. Her channel is randomly Raina. I'll link her below. You guys should really go and check her out because, one, she just had a baby, and babies, like, do I need to say more? Like, cute babies are amazing. But she recently talked about in her video how she feels like she always has to wear makeup or get dressed up to make a YouTube video, and how disingenuous she feels that is. And I totally agree with that. And I totally struggled with that too for a long time. Like, I would make a really good video and I would go back and edit it, and I would look at it, like, my makeup looks terrible. I don't like how I look. And because of that, it would keep me from uploading that video. And I think that's so sad because, like, I want my YouTube channel to be a place where you can hang out. You feel like you're hanging out with a friend. And I feel like when you hang out with your real friends, you don't always get ready. You don't always, like, put makeup on. You don't always put on your best outfit. The 4th thing that I'm extremely thankful for is something that as recently as 3 years ago, if you would have said to me that this is something that I'd be thankful for, I would probably laugh in your face, because I never thought I would be okay or, like, content with being single, because of all the drama that I've been through in my life. It's like, I always had this hole that I was convinced could only be filled with a man and a relationship. But I know now that that can only be filled with my relationship with God, and He will bring me a relationship in His time, you know, and I just have to be thankful, or I just have to be okay and like come to terms with that. But you know what? I've come to the conclusion that I'm always gonna prefer being in a relationship. But right now, in this moment, November 23rd, 2016, I am okay with being single. Like, I never thought that was gonna, like, what? I thought that was gonna, like, what? Really? And the last and final, last but not least, things that I am thankful for is my community. And that has a lot to do with, you know, the church community that I've found and the friendship that are a result of that. I have built some amazing friendships with people that I know that I'll be friends with for many years to come, and it's just so great. And I honestly, like, I know you guys are probably so sick of me talking about my faith, but sorry, like, that's something that's a huge part of my life now, and I'm still getting to know it. And because of that, I feel like my relationship with my family has become better, at least my parents. Yeah, I just think it's really important, like, especially when we fight, like, I try to fight, like, I try to come from a place of love. So when we fight, I try not to retaliate and things like that. So, and I think because of that, our relationship has gotten a lot better. Okay. So I have a challenge for you guys. If you're watching this video, I'm talking to you on the other side of the screen. I want you to leave a comment down below and tell me one intangible thing. So one thing that isn't like a cell phone or your car that you're extremely thankful for, because I want to hear it. You know, this is the season that to be thankful and to just be grateful. So yeah, leave that in the comments below, and I can't wait to read them. So if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you and your family have a wonderful, enjoyable Thanksgiving. And if you don't, I hope you all have a really, really successful week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.